The movie begins with the morning rush fills the narrow streets of Eastbrook. Christine Young, 22, soft-spoken and hard-working, kneads dough in the small bakery where she has worked since she was 16. Her apron is dusted with flour, her smile gentle even when life hasn't been kind. She lives with her cruel stepmother, Helen, who treats her as unpaid labor and reminds her daily of her worthlessness. Christine's life changes the day 3 black SUVs screech to a stop outside the bakery. A man, covered in blood and barely conscious, is rushed inside by his men. Damian Bruce, feared Mafia boss, powerful, cold, and ruthless, has been ambushed by a rival family. They need help fast. His blood type is rare, the exact same as Christine's. Without hesitation, Christine agrees to donate blood. Her hands tremble, but her determination is firm. As the transfer begins, Damian opens his eyes for a moment and sees her, a fragile girl, helping a monster she should be terrified of. Something shifts in him. Damian survives. His men pay the bakery, but he asks for Christine's name. She doesn't think much of it. She simply returns home, unaware that her kindness has created a bond that will change her fate forever. Weeks later, Helen, drowned in gambling debts, sells Christine to human traffickers. Christine's scream is muffled as she's dragged into a van. Her stepmother takes the money and shuts the door without looking back. The traffickers drive toward the outskirts, believing Christine has no one who will look for her. But when Christine fails to show up for work, a bakery customer, an undercover informant for Damian, reports her disappearance. Damian's expression turns murderous. The men who dared touch the girl, who saved his life, won't live to see the next sunrise. By nightfall, the traffickers' vehicle is ambushed on an isolated road. Bullets fly, screams echo. Damian steps forward as smoke rises behind him. Christine, trembling and bound, stares up at him in terror and disbelief. His voice is low but strangely gentle as he says he's taking her somewhere safe. He brings her to his mansion, a luxurious fortress filled with guards, chandeliers, and shadows. Christine has never seen such wealth. She is overwhelmed, unsure if she's a guest or a prisoner. Damian gives her a private room, new clothes, and promises she won't be hurt again, but the house is filled with danger. Patricia Lawson, a wealthy socialite obsessed with Damian, believes herself to be his destined fiancée. In her delusional mind, Christine is nothing more than a parasite stealing what is hers. Patricia begins spying, sabotaging, and spreading lies. Damian ignores her entirely, but that only intensifies her rage. Days turn into weeks. Christine grows closer to Damian in ways neither expected. He finds peace in her presence, she finds safety in his. They share meals, late-night talks, and moments where his ruthless facade softens. He teaches her how to defend herself, she teaches him how to smile again. But the Mafia world never stays calm for long. Betrayals simmer beneath the surface. Damian's lieutenant, Marco Santoro, secretly works with a rival family, hoping to overthrow Damian and claim his empire. Patricia discovers Marco's plan and manipulates it, hoping the chaos will eliminate Christine. One night, Damian is ambushed again, this time inside his own mansion. Gunmen storm the halls. Patricia hides in the dark, smiling as Christine is dragged away by Marco's men. But Christine fights back, remembering Damian's training. She escapes and runs through the burning corridors, desperate to reach him. She finds Damian wounded but still standing. Together, they fight their way out. Christine shields him from a bullet, saving his life once more. Marco tries to shoot Damian, but Christine throws herself at Marco with all her strength. Damian finishes the fight, ending Marco's betrayal. When the smoke clears, Patricia is exposed. She confesses everything, screaming about how Damian was meant to be hers. Damian orders her removed from his life forever. Christine collapses from exhaustion in Damian's arms. That night, he realizes she is no longer someone he simply owes. She has become the only person he cannot lose. Months pass. Christine heals. Damian cleans his house of traitors. Peace slowly returns. One evening, under soft lights and surrounded by his most loyal men, Damian kneels and asks Christine to marry him. Tears fall down her cheeks as she says yes. Their wedding is intimate but breathtaking. Christine walks down the aisle in a flowing white gown, looking like a woman reborn. Damian, the feared Mafia king, looks at her like she is the only pure thing left in his world. They build a new life, balancing love with the dangers of his empire. Christine becomes stronger, more confident, respected even by Damian's toughest men. She transforms from a fragile bakery worker into the queen beside the Mafia boss. 2 years later, Christine gives birth to twins, a boy and a girl. Damian holds them with trembling hands, overwhelmed by a joy he never thought he'd feel. The mansion that once echoed with violence now feels like a home filled with new beginnings. The enemies who once circled them are gone, the traitors dealt with, the shadows diminished. Christine stands on the balcony holding her newborn daughter as Damian wraps his arm around her. They look out over the city. He controls a city that once stole everything from him but has now given him a family. Their journey was blood-stained, dangerous, and filled with heartbreak, but in the end, they found something stronger than fear or violence. They found a bond forged in survival, sacrifice, and love, a blood-bound destiny, a happy end. Let us know in the comments which of the channel's pending videos you want to see continued most urgently. Help us decide, because your votes will decide which video stays alive and continued. Don't forget to like, share, and most importantly subscribe to our channels.